Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. This is it. This is the finale. Season 2, Race 10. Wait a minute. 20 laps. Clouds. Sunshine. What is this? Well, let's say after some debate and going over last season's race, it was decided to go just that little bit further. I believe these cars can take it, and we'll find out firsthand. So yeah, we are racing in the daytime here at Daytona. Before we get going, we do have situations, and here they are. John Walker is your points leader, but not by much. Daniel Barden's the second, tied for third between Nelson and Marshall. Wayne Stadler way back in fifth, Tyler Garden sixth, Dorothy McLean seventh, and Lynn White barely eighth. Then there's a plain block. Those drivers cannot put themselves into championship contention or knock themselves out. They are set in that range. The red down there, that's a different issue. John Tucker is on the verge of elimination. Isaac Hernandez could be eliminated as well. James Wolfe could also be eliminated. Only one will win the championship. Only one will be kicked out of the championship. And for lack of better terminology, that's effectively what it is, being kicked out of the league. Or at least this side of the league. There are situations that are set up for John Tucker to... let's start with eliminations. For... where's he at? For John Tucker to avoid elimination. Sorry for the delay. Best case scenario is they win. Isaac Hernandez finishes worse than fourth or worst. And James Wolfe finishes 13th or worse. If Hernandez finishes third or better, Wolfe finishes 12th or better, then Tucker is eliminated no matter what. If Tucker finishes 19th or worse, it doesn't matter what anyone does, he's gone. If Hernandez finishes 22nd, Tucker has to finish 18th or better. And if Wolfe finishes 22nd, Tucker has to finish 9th. And Hernandez has to finish 12th in order to not be eliminated. At least. Championship-wise, if John Walker finishes third this race, he wins the championship outright. Daniel Bardens has to win, and Walker has to finish fourth or worse. Beyond that, it just goes further back. Minnie Nelson and Charles Marshall, they have to win. Bardens would have to finish second. Obviously, they'd have to beat each other. And then Walker fifth. Wayne Stadler, they're looking at a bunch of mid-pack finishes, and Garden's back. You're looking at 18th and worse. So, now that I've wasted most of your time, before we start, here's your qualifying effort. See if everybody rolls off. May Ellis on the pole. Jacob Aronson in second. Jacob Aronson with the fluke. I say fluke, but he won the pole as well at Rockingham. And everyone rolls. But something's not right. Dorothy McLean is on the apron. Is going to give up fourth. Has something wrong with their car. So I'm glad that they're off, but until they come to the pits or drop completely off, which this is going to be incredibly awkward if they don't start falling to the back soon. Car seems to be fine. Anyway, the winner of the night race, the pole sitter last season, was Dorothy McLean on their hot streak, and Charles Marshall ended up winning, taking their third win of the season. We do not have a repeat winner this season in either series. All right, the field has closed up. It's a shame for the 14. 20 laps, though. It's time to find a champion. Jacob Aronson with the nose going into the turn. Everybody is holding their own. And after the incident last event with the Jim Carranza did not start, it has been determined that Carranza will get half points and half pay, but will be credited with a finish as they did participate in the weekend. May Ellis will take that lead on that first lap, but immediately basically hands it over to Cedric Black. Right now, everybody's holding their own. Everybody's being respectful. Ellis is a bit high, but this is Daytona where you can get away with that to an extent. Catherine Harris moves up as well. I wonder if it's that the lead car doesn't have the momentum to safely hold everyone behind them, or if the rear if all the cars in line simply pick up so much momentum that it's easier to just get out of the way. Regardless, John Tucker will lead lap 2. Dorothy McLean did get back on track. And they will end up being caught, most likely. At the back of the pack is Wayne Stadler. But, as these things always are at Daytona, it will be fluid. Although that person does not hope it is, or does not hope for it to stay that way. That is our championship leader, John Walker, who is very much not in charge of the championship right now. But by that same token, Daniel Bardens is right here. There's May Ellis, who just was leading. There's Minnie Nelson. In fact, the highest of all the championship contenders right now is Charles Marshall. I have a bad feeling I'm going to have to rush to get stats out on this one. But yes, currently Charles Marshall, who is in 8th place, does need some help to win the championship, but so far is getting it. I believe at this point, there's a good chance that they would win the championship. But I cannot say for sure until that time comes. Tucker is actually doing very well at the front of this pack. They had a top 3, which saved their top 2, which saved their season at New Hampshire, which is very much not Daytona. So color me surprised, but here's the other rookie, Pittman, taking 2nd from Carranza. Our 2 rookies for the first time this season are at the top of the field. And Pittman might actually get to lead a lap. That is, unless Marshall decides he's going to take advantage, he's going to take charge of this season. Because once again, if Charles Marshall wins, John Walker has to finish 5th or worse, and Daniel Barden's 2nd or worse. Well, that goes that. Marshall's already up track. So much happens there at Daytona before you can get done looking at something. Like Nicholas Eckert being 2nd. Like May Ellis coming from the back of the field all the way to the front again. Like Wayne Stadler throwing a wrench in all of your ideas. As well as Minnie Nelson. As well as potentially Chris Harvey, who says, hey, I got a Camaro win. I've not had a great season here, but why not have one for Firebirds as well? And right behind them is Daniel Bardens, who in theory, barring some catastrophic failure, could sweep all 3 championships if everything falls right. Pittman has led a couple laps now. Everyone is still holding. Well, let's think of a different wording for that. Everyone is minding their P's and Q's so far. Dorothy McLean has still not been caught, but that will come. Why don't we do a quick rundown, loosely. Davis Pittman is your leader. Nicholas Eckert in 2nd. Wayne Stadler in 3rd. 4th is Minnie Nelson. 5th is Chris Harvey. No. 5th is Daniel Bardens. 6th will be Chris Harvey. And Harvey might end up being swallowed up. Uh-oh. Depending on how this goes, this could look genius or horrible. McLean is taking the low line. Eckert is there with McLean. And here's the thing. If McLean can get up to speed, which McLean is up to speed. If there was nothing wrong with that car when it came into the pits, it just needed a reset of some sort. That car is just as fast as everyone else out here. But they are now a lap down. Which McLean was 7th for the championship. They will not win the championship. Barring a miracle, Dorothy McLean will not win the championship this season. But if someone could push McLean to the front and keep that push going, they wouldn't have to be the first to the line. They just have to be the first behind. And now look at this. John Walker is looking to take the lead and take control of this championship. We are coming up to the halfway point. And at that moment, all bets are off because this is Daytona and this is racing. They're already spread out 3 wide behind, looking for positions. They are getting aggressive now. So as of this moment, yes, Davis Pittman, the rookie, is your leader. John Walker is second. Gerard Wilkinson third. Jacob Aronson has finally woken up and is fourth. Cedric Black fifth. And those are the only definitive positions as of right now. Harris and Eckert are fighting for sixth. Harris currently has it. Aronson going low, looking for positions. Getting cut off by Pittman and Walker. And this might actually be smart for Walker. Because Walker does not have to win this race. They just have to finish top 3. And they are guaranteed the championship. A whole lot of people at the front are at the back, and they're going to start their cycle back around. 9 laps to go. Pittman is your leader still. Walker, Aronson, Black, Harris. Tyler Gardens has done something. Is currently doing something. Bumps Harris for 6th. Harris for 5th. And Howell will take 6th. Tucker takes 7th. Harris falls back to 8th, and there's a scramble behind. Oh, the lead. Walker takes the lead from Pittman. Pittman just gets bumped north, and that's it for them. Now, this is a bad position for Walker, honestly, unless they can hold this lead. Now, if everyone behind Walker starts getting racy, then Walker might have a chance. He is not racing Aronson for the championship. He is not racing Black for the championship. He's not racing Tucker for the championship. But they want to win. They want more wins. That's money. There goes Black up high. There goes some of Aronson's momentum. But will Tucker use that momentum instead? We are 7 laps to go. Walker wants to stay up here, but if he falls back at this point, he may not have enough time to cycle back through. His car has not been very strong all year. Here comes Tucker, with Pittman and Howell in tow. Aronson has been bailed on the high side. Tucker, Pittman, Howell on the low side. We'll all get by. With Harris taking 5th. Six laps to go. Looking further back, that outside line just keeps on shuffling back. There's Bardens. That's one of the main competitors. Gardens as well. Hernandez is looking to stave off elimination. It's not looking good so far. McLean is no one to worry about now. Nelson, Stadler. Most of the competitors are in the back right now, but that means that if everything starts moving, they can move to the front within 2-3 laps. And they would have to. But it doesn't seem like the top 4 can get organized enough to push past the 19. Yet. Walker with one win, I believe, this year. Yes. There it is. Tucker challenging for the position. But that outside line is not alone this time. But they are going to move back very quickly. And Tucker immediately goes to the high side. Tucker leads that lap. 4 to go. Harris takes the lead going into turn 1. Wolf right behind. That outside line just cannot get momentum in these cars. Not enough anyway. Carranza inside line 3rd with Marshall right there. Wolf gets pushed to the high side, so now it's Harris, Carranza, Marshall, Ellis. With Harvey also looking to take advantage. Walker already back to 8th officially. But he's going to want to move down as soon as possible. Otherwise, he's going to lose this championship on circumstance. 3 laps to go. Harris now the leader. And looking fairly strong. Except for that. Marshall ends up being forced high. Carranza stays behind. Has to scrub speed though. Ellis stays with him. Harvey now to 4th on the inside. And look at this. Dorothy McLean fighting back to the front after losing a lap. They will still be counted 22nd, but they are fighting. And they may drag that inside line with them to the front. That's Minnie Nelson right behind. Seven cars at the front. Free and clear. But McLean wants more. Or wants Nelson off of their back. I can't tell. Either way, Nelson is gone. No one in the top 5 is in championship contention. And this is the last lap. Catherine Harris leads. It's going to be some quick number crunching. It's going to have to be. Harris leads. Has not had a good season at all once this race because they won one last season. Why not win one this one? Carranza would like to win another. Harvey would like to win one in this series. But I don't think they're going to have enough momentum. Maybe Carranza could get it out of the turn. However, coming out of 4, it looks like it's going to be Catherine Harris winning at Daytona. And then official standings, Jim Carranza in 2nd. Chris Harvey 3rd. Isaac Hernandez 4th, staving off elimination. Jacob Aronson 5th. Nicholas Eckert 6th. Daniel Barden 7th, and that might be enough. Tyler Gardens 8th. No, John Walker is 9th. Wayne Stadler is 10th. Wilkinson 11th. Ellis 12th. Howell 13th. Minnie Nelson 14th. Lynn White 15th. Thomas Hammond 16th. Charles Marshall 17th, 18th. John Wolfe 19th. Cedric Black, 20th. John Tucker. 21st, Davis Pittman. 22nd, one lap down, officially, Dorothy McLean. And while there is your race winner, it's, I am, as much as I try and show that this is real, it is very much digital. So in order to preserve things, just in case this goes sideways, we'll save this race because I don't know what's about to happen. You see the official standings there. Another second. I am going to do some quick math. So that's John Walker in ninth. Daniel Bardens in 7th. That is not enough. And it was Vinnie Nelson is out. Tyler Gardens in 8th. No, that's not gonna be enough. That's it. I believe Charles Marshall, yes. I'm willing to state that as of this moment, unofficially, I am recognizing that barring any circumstances, John Walker should be the Season 2 Firebird champion. No one else finished higher. So yeah, he finished 9th. Close competition was only 2 ahead. Walker is our winner. Outright on points, no tiebreaker needed. Ladies and gentlemen, the Season 2 champion. Go from a bright yellow, and how ironic is that right behind is Tracy Howell, our Season 1 champion. So that gold decal will change hands, and John Walker, it becomes our first multi-winner of the season. What a race. Well, just to make sure that everything is here and that you get to see it one good time. Yeah. So, forgive me for taking so long, but I wanted to make sure that I had it right before this was over, and I can safely say that not only is Catherine Harris our race winner, Wasn't expecting that. John Walker is our champion. And unfortunately, John Tucker, the rookie, will be eliminated from the Firebirds for Season 3. And that's it for Season 2 of the Firebirds. Did you enjoy it? Do you have suggestions? I'd love to hear them. There's a link to a Discord that this series and the Camaro series operate from. I'm a bit frazzled, but I'm also Brian the Blank. Thank you for watching this race and this season of the LOCTITE Firebirds. I've enjoyed bringing these to you. I hope that you've enjoyed watching them. There will be a Season 3. I'm just not sure when it'll happen. However, there will be one last video to go through the official standings for both this series and the Camaros sometime in the near future. However, that'll be it for this race. Once again, I'm Brian the Blank. Thank you all for watching. And until next time, take care, everybody. Goodbye.